Ladies and gentlemen, there's new development on the tariff war, and Donald Trump is causing a lot of chaos again. And let's see how the stock market reacts. And it's very important for you to watch to the end because there are new breaking news as well on top of the tariff war. So let's just watch on. So tariff war has been going on for quite some time right now. It's on, it's off, it's on, it's off, it's half on, it's half off. So there's a lot of strategic confusion, but we all know that it's supposed to end on the 9th of July where Donald Trump commits to everybody that, that's the final deadline. And guess what? He caused some confusion again on this tariff war deadline. So as usual, these are for education and entertainment, not financial advice. And please hit subscribe for more updates. I'm actually in Shenzhen right now in China doing some business and also doing some study of the Chinese market, okay, especially in Shenzhen, to see what's the impact on JB and Singapore when the RTS link is up. And the best place to look at this place is to look at Shenzhen and Hong Kong, which I'm going to travel to. And I'll give you my conclusion from there. So hit subscribe as I'll go live frequently to give everybody this update. So back to the tariff war. Trump and the U.S. Commerce Secretary Scott Besson has said that tariffs are delayed until 1st of August. But it's not exactly a delay, but it is a delay. What the hell am I talking about? Because that's exactly what they say. So the president said that team will start reaching out to trade partners with new tariffs as the 90-day pause ends this week. So Donald Trump said that on Sunday, his administrative plans to start sending letters on Monday to U.S. trade partners will have new tariff rates to be imposed on the goods they sell to America. 12, maybe 15 countries. The truth is, you only make deals with two countries, which is UK and Vietnam. Right? So it's top so big. Yeah. So, he's previously announced 90 days pause on the reciprocal tariff. It's set to end on 9th of July, right, which is only 2 days from now. And the president was asked if the new rates would go into effect this week on 1st of August. No, they're going to be tariffs. The tariffs are going to be the tariffs, right? We have most country done by the 9th of July, okay? Either a deal or a letter. Now, sensing the confusion, because it's very confusing, the Commerce Secretary, Howard Lunick, jumped into aid and said they will go into effect on 1st of August. Tariff go into effect on 1st of August, but the president is setting the rates and deal right now. So the deals are set right now, but the tariff will go into effect on 1st of August. So actually that creates a window for countries to negotiate, right? So Scott Besson also introduced a new revelation that the tariffs for countries that don't cut a deal with US will boomerang back to the reciprocal tariff rates. So he came with a Scott Besson came out with a news that says that the tariffs will revert to April levels, which is some insanely high level, if countries do not make a deal by 1st of August. So you see, the president said that it's going to be 9th of July, okay? And then, now Scott Besson said that it's going to be, from now to 1st of August, you got a chance to cut the deal. So you see, extension and confusion, right? This is what they call strategic confusion, right? 做狼卵, right? So, but we shall see what's the impact on the stock market. Tariff will revert back to their April 2nd rates on August the 1st for countries that fail to nail down new tariff deals with the U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Besson said on Sunday, just 3 days before Trump's administration initial 9th of July tariff deadline. So he told CNN's State of Union that the Trump administration would be sending out letters to 100 smaller countries. I assume that Singapore is one of them, maybe Malaysia is one of them, saying that if you don't move things along, then on 1st of August, you'll boomerang back to the April the 2nd tariff level. This is basically just frightening all the countries that are trying to make deals and things like that. So, but then he clarified, no, August target is not a new deadline. We are saying this is when it happens. If you want to speed things up, have at it. If you want to go back to old rates, that's your choice. So basically, it says that negotiate us or get the old rates, right? That's quite different from that day. He says that majority people get a 10% rate. Well, it's just freaking confusing. It sends shockwaves throughout the whole world, and then he slaps you, he loves you. He slaps you, he loves you. That's that's what they call strategic confusion. But there was also a side question on whether Scott Besson will be the next Federal Reserve Chairman. Now, he actually dodged the topic last week, okay, and basically said that he will go wherever Donald Trump tells him to. We have got a lot of great candidates for the Federal Reserve Chairman. I think I have the best job in Washington. I get to interact with the president. I don't know whether that is a good job or not. The cabinet that he has chosen is fantastic, and being part of the cabinet is the dream of a lifetime for me. But I'll go wherever the president thinks I'm best suited. So this is very quiet, very, very quiet. Okay, it's just go wherever. And if he does become the Federal Reserve Chairman, interest rate will drop big time, right? So what's happening right now? So all the nations are insanely chasing US trade deals as Besson hint at extension. Insanely chasing. In fact, Scott Besson actually said that there's a congestion right now, okay, at his office. So I think this is this is this is impossible, 100 over countries all rushing to negotiate with US. So US trading partners hurried over the weekend to secure trade deals or lobby for extra time while Treasury Secretary Scott Besson indicates some countries lacking an agreement by the deadline Wednesday will have the option of a 3-year extension to negotiate. So how did the stock market react right now? The S&P 500 has gone down by a bit on the futures market, a bit, not too much, okay? Already the futures has crossed some insanely high levels already. And so has the NASDAQ gone down by a bit. So I don't think this news is any new news. And by the way, a new breaking news have come out. A lot of people say, oh, there are countries, they are going to do de-dollarization. They're setting up BRICS, okay, to counter the threat of US imperialism and things like that. Well, Donald Trump just said this. Any country aligning themselves with anti-American policy of BRICS will be charged additional 10% tariff. There'll be no exception to this policy. Thank you for your attention in Uncle C. Basically, that's what he says. You go against my interest, I will slap you. That's basically what Donald Trump says. And I think this is the most powerful weapon he has. So those BRICS countries are looking for trouble. I think we'll go aggressively after BRICS. BRICS are Brazil, Russia, India, China. S stands for what? I can't remember. But it's really a something that was set up, to form an alignment away from US. Well, guess what? They're gonna get slapped heavily by America. So, what's the key takeaway from all this? So, my take is this. Okay, this strategic confusion, or in simpler words, Donald Trump flipping, is already kind of factored in by the market already, right? So we all kind of expected this. This cannot be called taco because there's no chickening out yet, okay? But this is clearly a flipping, which is not unusual. I think the whole market is used to this. So my take is that Donald Trump will likely get what he wants from the trading partners. Not everyone, but the major ones I think he'll get. Because he holds the Trump card, which is he's the single biggest buyer, and he really manipulates all these trading partners to cave in. And I don't think all these countries will have much of a choice. So it's likely to get what he wants. Now think about it. If he gets what he wants, then the outcome will be very good for US, okay? Because he's going to get a pound of flesh. He's going to lower all the other tariffs of the other countries and things like that. Remember, this is primarily a war to stop all wars, right? A tariff war to stop all other tariff wars. So it is not a typical protectionistic kind of environment where he set up tariffs to protect his own industry. That has a little bit of it, but majority is to bring down other wars. So it's not that bad for the US economy. Now, I said it is good for the outcome is likely to be good for US, okay? But I didn't say the outcome is good for the rest of the world, okay? Those on the receiving end, trade volumes will fall and all this. I don't think it's that good for the rest of the world, but at least certainty of tariff is better than uncertainty of tariffs, okay? My only major worry for most people and most economists and analysts as well is that there will be inflation in US. But so far, that doesn't seem to be the case, right? We haven't seen any inflation despite some rumbling here and there. In fact, there is the reverse, right? Prices are coming down even faster. So my take is that even if there's going to be inflation, it's a one-off jump. It's called one-off price increase. That's not called inflation. Inflation is a sustained increase in prices, and that we didn't see yet, and maybe unlikely to see. So I think the stock market is still going to be going strong and very strong with a lot of volatility in between. And for those people who are betting against the US, I think the conclusion is very clear right now, where they think that US is going to crumble and so on. Now, so I wouldn't bet against the US, but I will just basically hold every position that I have. I already placed a lot of strategic bets, this whole turmoil, and I think that it's probably something quite exciting to see what's going on over the next few days. Every day there will be something happening for sure. Okay, so you want to hit subscribe to keep updated. As I go travel around Shenzhen and Hong Kong, I will also keep updated of what I see in China as well. It's very exciting to see what's happening here. And don't forget, I'm not here as a tourist. I'm here as a businessman. So I feel the pulse of the market really well. Okay. So I'll keep you informed, probably tonight in the live stream. I'll see you tonight. Bye-bye.